Welcome to Rematches podcast, where combat sports, mindset, and real-life lessons collide. Hosted by Dervin and Nate, we dive into jiu-jitsu, wrestling, MMA, and the grind that shapes athletes inside and outside the mat. Every episode we bring stories, strategies, and raw conversations that fuel growth, resilience, and community. Stay tuned because it's more than a fight, it's a lifestyle. Hello, welcome back to My Matters podcast with Nate and myself, Dervin. How's it going, man?
Going good. How are you?
Doing good, man. So, trying to keep up with a lot of things going on this week as far as combat sports. One of the things that happened was UFC 325. There's a couple matches there. Main for the main card. Tai Tuivasa, he's fighting at home against Teixeira, which is a lower rank. I think Tuivasa was 13, but Teixeira was not ranked. But dude, by the end of the rounds, I think it's between second and third, they were just gassed out. They're just leaning against each other.
Yeah.
That's rough to watch.
Yeah, that gets rough pretty quickly.
Yeah,
that's too bad.
Especially if you're a pro athlete,
right?
If you think about pro athlete, you're like, oh, they're tuned in when it comes to their conditioning. Yeah. This guy was not the case.
Dang.
Another one was Molarkey versus Salkill. Salkill, he had I think he got a renegade choke against Molarkey.
Okay.
Mauricio Ruffi recently left the Fighting Nerds. The team was hot last year. But
I remember.
Yeah, all of them lost last year. Yeah, I guess Mauricio started to branch out.
Okay.
He went against a tough contender in Rafael Fasif. Rafael Fasif looked like he was putting a curry on him, Mauricio Ruffi, and he just called Rafael Fasif and was able to finish him in the second round with 30 seconds left. Another one, Benoit Saint-Denis, another fighter that's really, really hot now, is him. The only loss that he has was against Moicano, and Dustin Poirier was within the same year. Allegedly, he said that he had staff whenever he fought Dustin Poirier.
Okay.
So there's that. But that's the one. I don't know if you remember that fight. Dustin Poirier went for like 16 guillotines.
Yeah.
It was that one right there. And whenever Dan Hooker was going against him, he went for a guillotine in there.
That's funny.
And Dustin Poirier was like, hey. Been there, done that. He was saying. But Dan Hooker ended up losing that one. Dan Hooker, he didn't really have an answer for him. He got caught on the bottom. I didn't see he put much threat on Benoit Saint-Denis. But Benoit, he's on a tear. God of War, Special Forces for France. So he only knows violence. If I remember correctly, I can't remember how many fights are going to decision because most of them are finishes. Whether it's winning or losing, they're finishes.
Yeah.
I think, let me see, 17 wins, 6 knockouts, 11 submissions, no decision.
Dang. I mean, I feel like that's usually a good sign. Even if your losses are finishes, that usually means you're pretty exciting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems to be what counts more than anything else.
Yeah. Nobody wants to watch a fight on the street and go to a draw. Like, what the fuck?
Right, right.
In the sport, especially now, if you're paying for a sport and then you're paying for streaming all this stuff, you want to see a finish or some sort of
Mhm.
resolution at the end of the fight.
Yep.
Without having to go to referee's decision or the judge's decision, rather.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're too conservative to, get finished,
Mm-hmm.
even if you are finishing other people, it can leave a bad taste in people's mouth.
Yeah. Well, that's the case of Saint Pierre, George Saint Pierre.
Yeah.
He used to, and his nickname was Rush, George Rush Saint Pierre, because he will try to go for the finish all the time. But once he became
Mm,
a champion, he used trying to dominate and just win out decision by dominating his opponent.
yeah.
Um, the next one was Volkanovski, 37-year-old Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and it said that Diego Lopez broke both of his foot during the fight.
I saw that. They were swollen up.
Damn.
Yeah. I was seeing pictures of him post fight, and he's like smiling and everything, and his feet are swollen.
He had some
So,
flippers on him.
yeah.
Damn,
I,
that's unfortunate. That sucks. You prepare a whole camp and your feet break
yeah. Your feet
in the
fail you.
fight.
Yeah.
And it's not telling when did it break, because you break in the first round, you have long 20
A
minutes at
long
least.
ways to go. Yeah. Ooh. I hate to even think about that. It's got to
Mhm,
hurt so bad, but maybe part of it's adrenaline too, but I mean, the amount of stories you hear about fighters, breaking something and just they keep going is
mhm.
crazy to me. It's really a testament to their grit.
Yeah. Just like John Jones. Remember John Jones when his toe broke off almost
Yeah.
the same time?
Yeah. It was like sticking off sideways. Yeah.
He didn't know about it till Joe Rogan told him about it. Oh shit. Another was Tim Sylvia whenever he was going against Arlovsky. His arm had broken.
Mm.
Her didn't stop her, like, stop, stop, stop. Fight's over, fight's over. It's like, what? He know his arm, like, look at your arm. His arm just Gumby arm.
Oh,
Broken.
gosh.
Oh shit. Boom. I don't know what Diego Lopez has the curse now of 0-2 against the champion. So as long as as long as Volkanovski is the champion, he probably will
Right.
have a chance.
Yeah. True.
And Volkanovski is good when it comes to rematches. He beat Holloway 3 times.
Hmm. Well, he's also had some rough spots in the rematches too.
Yeah, against Makachev,
Yeah.
the pound for pound right now.
Which, yeah. The first one was pretty crazy to watch. Second one was a little harder to watch, but
It was decisive.
yeah, definitely more decisive.
Mhm. Um,
I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Volk getting done with it anytime soon either. He just seems so energetic now. You know what I mean? It's like
mhm.
I don't know. But he does
And
have his cooking channel, so
yeah, he enjoys it.
what's that?
He enjoys that right now, like where he's at right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He's one of those guys that whatever he does, he'll enjoy it.
yeah, yeah. I think he does make the most of it for
Mhm.
sure.
I see a video whenever this guy walked in. I think it was a store or something like that. And he saw Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya in the same place. He's like, oh,
I saw that. Yeah.
freaked out. Like, oh man, that looks like fun.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Mhm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you walk into Hooters and you see Rampage Jackson there. Oh, Rampage Booty Jackson. Don't be calling me that. But dude, that would be fun, man. Um, but man, do you think he'll be able to beat, I think, Murphy or the other contender that they have in that weight class? Volkanovski at 37 years old.
Beat Murphy?
I think that's the other guy that he's up for. As far as one of the top contenders, I think he's ranked second. Let me pull
I
up
don't
that.
know. I mean,
Yeah, Leron Murphy.
yeah.
I don't see Yair Rodriguez getting in there. And F Love. That's the other guy.
Yeah, okay. I don't know enough about him, to be honest.
19-0, F Love.
Wow.
I thought Volkanovski. There you go. He has 32 matches compared to F Love has 19.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think Volk has slowed any, at least that I notice. And he's got the veterancy, you know what I mean? He's got that experience that,
Yeah. And
yeah,
his football was a lot better this time in this fight than the first time he went against Diego Lopez.
yeah,
Um, Last time he got clipped, I think once or twice, because on the way out he kept his head up or he went the wrong way. He got
yeah.
clipped. That he was so bad that he like, what did he hit me with? He was mad. He didn't see it what he got hit with. The coach explained to him between rounds
Mhm.
in the first fight, but he was able to change that this time.
Yeah.
He felt like Diego Lopez was just swinging and missing. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's hard to catch him. In the match, I wanted to see. Well, it might be possible if Merab moves up. Now that Peter Yan is because Peter Yan and Merab Balashvili, they have that rubber match. They're 1-1 each other.
Mhm.
They can go for the rematch. If he get Merab wins the title, he moves up to 145 against Volk. That would be a fun fight.
Yeah, that's true. That would be a very exciting fight, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh. That would definitely, yeah, that would bring some views. I mean,
Mm-hmm. I think
I'd
it's
watch
Merab's
that.
35. Volk is 37.
Okay. I, to be honest with you, I think Volk is much better than Marab.
Mm-hmm.
I think Marab, yeah, again, he's just tireless, you know, he just keeps
Mm-hmm.
going and going and going. But I would think Volk could probably, you know, beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And be able to pick up his footwork. It's hard
right.
to. See, you can't really have the cardio, but if you have a good footwork,
Yeah,
it's hard to keep up. Just like in flowing, you can be a good conditioning, but dude, you can only go as good conditioning. You get put in the bad spot. You're like, oh, pass guard. You
yeah,
put in
it's
that spot
true.
again. It's like
Yeah,
you have the cardio, but you keep putting bad spot, bad spot. To one point that you instead of you being in the offenses, you're in the defenses trying to defend a rear naked choke.
that's true. Yeah.
How good is your cardio trying to fight out a rear naked choke? It really diminishes your gas tank. Finding
Yes,
that out.
that's yeah, that definitely does.
I think that's what George St. Pierre did to BJ Penn when they went against each other the second time. Because the first
Mhm.
time was a split decision. The second time, George's game plan was um, slow down BJ Penn's punches because he has fast hands. And what he did was lean against him against the cage and have him push off him. So all the blood rushes to his shoulder. So whenever they disengage, his arms will feel a lot heavier. Similar to
Oh, dang. Okay.
similar to punch us again.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah. That's valid. That that just it does go to show there's strategies
Yeah.
so deeply intertwined in this sport.
Yeah. Another one I can think of was like that was Rampage Jackson. Going back to Rampage, he was known for being a knockout artist. Um, Forrest Griffin was known to be having a Cinderella glass chin, getting knocked out. He was really susceptible to getting knocked out. So the game plan for Forrest Griffin was to throw a high left kick to Jackson. Even if he didn't land it, he was wearing out Rampage Jackson's forearm. So which was
Mhm.
his power hand. So whenever he landed, it won't be as strong because he had to pull back because the forearm was wore out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so he'll set up the high kick by kicking off his leg because you cannot land if your front leg is not lined up. If you line
Mhm.
up on the wrong place, you kick it out of place and step to the outside of the front leg. The power hand it won't be as accurate.
Mhm.
You put it punching across your body at the same time and miss.
Yeah.
Whenever he line up, throw the high kick, boom, block with the forearm, and that's how you outscore him and beat him for a
Wow.
title without worrying about getting knocked out.
Right. Wow. That's crazy to think. I mean, yeah, not things I would normally think about,
Yeah.
but um,
Um, Walker. I can't remember his first name. Johnny Walker's brother. Leg lock heavyweight. How far do you think he's gonna make it? Heavyweight with leg locks.
it could be quite a long ways, honestly. I mean,
It's thin division.
what's that?
It's a thin division because I mean Derek Lewis is dropping out of ranking. He didn't look. He only threw like 6 punches probably his last fight. Walter
Hmm.
Walker, that's his name. Um, but the clean monster, that's his nickname. But he does a lot of leg locks. And heavier weights, they know they don't have as much dexterity when it comes to or being able to defend or be going offensive for leg locks.
Yeah,
Unless I think maybe um Tom Aspinall because he has a long practice of submission. I mean, he do I think since
that's
he was
true. That's true. Yeah, he probably can do pretty well, and he's athletic as
hmm
well. Um, he'd probably be okay. It is true though. I feel like the heavyweights are notorious for being taken down by leg locks.
yeah,
If there's anything like, especially in like jiu-jitsu tournaments, when you see the absolute divisions, always it's the little guys who are doing leg locks on the big guys. It seems like that's
yeah,
usually how the big guys go down.
yeah. Because usually arms they're a lot stronger, hard to extend for armbar,
Yep.
hard to torque on the kimura if they keep it tied to the torso. It's hard to get it out there to crank it. Same thing Americana, they're rolling you on your back when trying to
Yep.
go for it. But leg locks, if you be able to lock it in, they're like fish out of water
Right.
when you go for them.
Right.
But it's MMA. If you miss that, you get stacked. You're getting
True.
bombs
True.
drop on you.
Yeah. Trying to think. Buchecha made it quite a long ways though with leg locks
Yeah,
in one.
yeah.
He did eventually get taken out, right? Somebody dominated him. I thought. I can't remember who.
One,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
But
still, I mean, he did very well with it for a little while.
yeah, he did. Um, but he last few fights, I don't know what they say he worked on his cardio, but he was able to get the guy down to the ground. Then if you get somebody down to the ground,
Mm,
it's difficult to implement your jiu-jitsu.
that's true.
Um, Gordon Ryan talk about either a saddle or the best one or backside 50-50 will be the best ways to use leg locks in MMA because takes away the danger. I like your regular Ashigami, you can get bombs dropped away or outside Senkaku. You don't want to do that because you can just brawl and you get him to
Yep.
guard pass at the same time. You get him beat up. But if you have a decent saddle, you can set it off of a reverse de la Hiva from there or backside 50-50. So you can do the same way, reverse de la Hiva.
Mhm.
or try to go for an arm bar, loosen, try to go for a knee bar, loosen, backside 50-50, Justin.
Hmm.
That'll be good for heavyweights because heavyweights that have heavy feet, heavy feet are easy to keep on the ground to attach them. You close to the ground to the legs.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I wonder how far he will make it, Walter Walker, in the heavyweight division because it's only maybe 2 or 3 guys right now that are up there in the division.
Yeah.
The rest of them, they're not.
It really is amazingly small. Yeah.
Mhm. That's what Joe Rogan was hyping up Gable Stevenson going to the UFC. The former
Okay.
heavyweight gold medalist in the Olympics.
Hmm.
He's being coached by John Jones now.
Yeah.
So he's doing pretty well as far as striking wise. And he has the pedigree of wrestling. You just have to implement the jiu-jitsu part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, I don't know that how much you have to implement the jiu-jitsu part. I mean, you can do submission grappling, or you can control and pound on them. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm. Yeah, but
yeah.
as far as like worst case scenario, he gets taken down, or
Okay.
it's you have to find a way to sweep and just end up on top again.
Valid. Yes. Yes. That's right. Yeah. You're absolutely right there.
Yeah, because you can only because wrestlers have a terrible tendency whenever they get taken down, they give up their back.
Right.
MMA is not good. Bombs getting dropped on or getting submitted, attacked.
That's valid.
But if he's able to find a way to some like a basic, because that's a lot of wrestlers that have been good in MMA.
Mhm.
Basic jiu-jitsu for people to scramble out of bad position. I mean, team alpha male, mostly wrestlers, but they have basic jiu-jitsu to be able to get by.
Mhm.
And in heavyweights, they don't have that much. The grappling is not as evolved.
Right.
Even with Teixeira, when he wins this weekend, he's a black belt, but I didn't see him put Tuivasa in danger once he got him to the ground
Hmm.
or finishes.
Yeah.
Which you would expect to see a black belt in jiu-jitsu try to he's 9-1, and this is the first time he went to a decision again. It was against Tuivasa, but 8 of those were first round finishes, and 7 of them are knockouts. So doesn't his record doesn't show as a black belt. It was like a striker.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
He wasn't ranked, but now he's number 11 in the UFC.
Okay. Hmm.
For I'm not sure. The UFC was the heavyweight division was like that before Brock Lesnar came in too. Because he was Brock Lesnar, they brought him in there. Then you have other guys, Ngannou, a liar, knockout power. You have in between those two, you had Stipe Miocic, which is well
Mhm.
rounded heavyweight.
Right. Hmm.
But we should see how it develops. Um, and speaking of the heavyweight division, the video that came out recently about John Jones, a fan was asking him, "Hey, are you willing to go in a match?" Because RAF, remember we talked about Real American Freestyle, the promotion. They like to sign up a lot of MMA guys going to wrestling. So in just exhibition matches, they're like, "Will you go in there wrestle against DC?" And then he just told the fan, like, "No, man. Like, well, think about it. I have a bad arthritis on my hip. I don't think I can do that. And like, you, it's bad as I can. I'm eligible for a hip replacement at the last camp that I went to 5-4. He spent most of the time. He have a hard time laying out on bed because he was a hard time
Hmm.
practicing.
Hmm.
And he's like, "Well, the UFC will pay for it." He said, "Well, I'm trying to use whatever I have left. I have a 3-year-old, so I'm trying to play with his ass whenever. Um, so that's what he's trying to use his time with rather than getting a surgery, all that
Yeah.
stuff."
Wow. Yeah. I mean, definitely something to consider.
Yeah. So that's what Dana White did not want to compromise that White House card
Right.
with
Yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Suddenly pull out because of that. Oof.
Yeah. But I mean, he gave it all. Like, does he have to come back and compete? He already did everything that he could do on the sport.
It's true. Yeah.
Does he own anything to do anybody else to come back and compete?
Hmm.
Just go ahead and ride to the sunset.
Yeah.
Enjoy family time with Russia. I mean, with your family. Uh, but yeah, man. Oh, do you see there was a boxing fight this weekend?
I did not.
Boxing match. Did you hear about this guy, Jarrell Miller?
I
He
don't
was the
think
one
so.
that he's what's his nickname? I can't remember his nickname right now. He's a heavyweight that he was competing, and he had a toupee. He was fighting. His toupee came off.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did. I saw that. I
How
don't.
crazy!
I don't know. I guess I have no concept of how stuck on those normally are. Why would
Uh-huh.
you fight in that?
He
Why?
said he believed that barber that told him that yeah he will stay because he put glue in there. He had put like double glue in
Yeah,
on that thing, and he said he guess how much he paid for that thing?
500.
$700.
Golly.
Yeah,
Just for it to rip off like that. Oh
yeah.
gosh.
And the funny thing about it was his coach was telling him about like he said his coach never stutters, but when he went to his corner, his coach like blah, 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 and then he was like looking up and looking down. He's like, he just felt like a when you walk into a store, you feel like AC draft.
Yeah.
This is he felt whenever he was in the fight, and then he looked
Oh
at the
my gosh.
jumbotron, and she was oh embarrassing is that oh shit.
That's crazy.
He knew he was cooked,
Yeah.
and the crazy thing about it, he posted. I think he or his barber posted a picture of his haircut the day before. How embarrassing is that?
Oh, that's craziness.
Talk about smoky mirrors.
Yeah. He's
But
sweating profusely in a very heavy contact sport. Like,
yeah,
glue's not going to stick to your skin.
oh no,
That's crazy.
yeah, those pores is going to show up. Really, the glue just come off.
Right.
So he said he used to take it off, like pull it and just throw it through the crowd.
Huh?
He took it off in the middle of the fight and threw it into the crowd.
That's funny.
So shit. And the thing about it was this coach telling, "Oh wow, am I getting my ass beat? Hey, I already lost my hair." Like he said, he wasn't gonna go out like that. He had to get a win somehow, and he won. But
You better win. Yeah. Otherwise, oh, the humiliation.
oh yeah, that would be nuts. And the thing about it that he has that his hair. He said that that's his real hair. Whenever let me share my screen. Um, because we took the toupee off. I guess that was his hairline for a toupee. But I said that's his real hair. He shaved off the
No,
top and
really?
just threw the toupee on top. Yeah. So he has to keep his shit like that.
Dang.
Man, there's a funny saying that God only made a limited amount of perfect heads, and for the rest of people, he gave him hair. This is his case right here.
Yeah.
Just the top. Um, but yeah, dude, that has to be embarrassing. The only worst thing I can think of is just dentures falling off during the fight.
Dude, yeah, that would be brutal.
I'm pretty sure the referee would be mad. It's like, dude, what do you make me shake for mouth guard? You have no teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're wasting my time. I wonder people that have no teeth, are they more susceptible to getting knocked down? or they already
I
have
don't know.
cushion. They already have cushion in the
It
mouth.
might be, yeah. It might give you all the cushion you need.
All gums. I wonder. I just wonder that now. Are people without teeth less likely to? Because usually you still get rock and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And especially with mouth guards, so it less vibration in your brain when you get hit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Got a mouth guard on your gums.
Yeah. Where's Bill now when you need him? Answer the tough questions.
Yeah.
Um, Another event that happened this weekend was Polaris 35, in which they had a team event. Was Polaris versus Team Who's Number One, which is kind of like a cross promotional event because usually Who's Number One has their own events and Polaris have their own event. And both of them were under the Flow Grappling umbrella. That made it interesting and fun. The only thing that wasn't fun was 2 hours of rolling.
Yeah. That gets a little bit too much.
Yeah. And they only get one timeout. I think it was, I want to say it's 1 minute break. That's a
Mhm.
timeout. And usually for somebody that has been going like 2 or 3 rounds already, beating the other guys, like he
Yeah.
can use it. It's up to the criteria of the team. But dude, 2 hours is nuts. Um, I have a question. How do you do if somebody get injured in one team?
I mean, hmm,
Because you're a man down
right.
and you have an hour left.
You probably have to just finish it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's brutal. That would be a huge disadvantage.
Yeah. Because I remember the CJI too. Had one guy that was injured. I think it was Australia.
Hmm.
And they were still competing in the next round against was Wave, Team Wave.
Yeah.
And that was rough. I said, well, no, I think it was against a B team. They went against. I was trying
Okay.
to
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
B team. But yeah, this 2 hours, yeah. You cannot force somebody getting injured in your team.
No. Ah, yeah. I wouldn't imagine they would have fill-ins.
Mhm.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it's possible they had somebody,
Yeah, alternate.
close by ready. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. They may win
Yeah.
in case. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, in football, soccer, you have substitute. You should
Right.
probably put that into consideration as well for this kind of event, these 2 hour long rules.
Yeah. 'Cause yeah, I mean, you get somebody that gets injured, it's almost like you lose automatically at that point.
Because
Not
everybody
quite,
else
but
get extra rounds.
yeah.
Everybody else get extra rounds.
Yeah. Hmm.
And the more rounds one team gets, the more points the other team gets.
Yeah.
The thing.
Yeah, that's, definitely yeah, that would compound even worse at
Mhm.
that point.
Yeah. What I found interesting was that format of the scoring. Um, Compared to quintet. Quintet, you have a draw, both guys get eliminated. But this one, when it's a draw, they use up to reference criteria
Yep.
to keep one guy in. So who the winner of that round is of the draw that goes to reference criteria gets 1 point. You get 2 points for submission, and usually if a smaller guy submits a bigger guy, it's 3 points, which is a bonus if you're down on points. Um,
Yep.
Another one was another super fight that was going on was Adele for Narino versus Selma Vick. She won by rear naked choke in round two. And you had Levi Leary Jones. Oh no, Levi Jones Leary. Got it backwards always. He beat Davis Asare. I can't remember. This is the First time I've seen compete since um CGI 1.
Hmm.
Because remember he blew his knee before CGI 2. That's why he was able
Yeah,
to be in Team Australia.
right. Yeah, I haven't seen much of him since CJI won.
Hmm.
That's yeah. Hmm.
But I like his guard retention. Really
Unreal.
sticky. Really
Yeah.
sticky.
Hmm.
Very seldom you see somebody bottoms game with their sticky guard.
What was that?
You very seldom you see somebody's bottom that has a sticky guard.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
sticky enough the blew two Rotello brothers' knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how sticky this guard is. Um, but another guy that I can think of that's that close is Joseph Chen. He's B team.
Yeah.
I think that's the first guy I've seen him do the trend lock. When it comes to submission.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I like that. That's something I've been working on. Just bottom. So I have a sticky guard because I can just stand up and take anybody down. But being bottom, bring somebody down, it's difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a different skill set.
Because once people pick pass your guard, make it that much difficult
Yeah.
framing.
Yeah.
Who was it? There was um Team Polaris captain. I can't remember his name right now. He had a nice guard too from bottom. He will be able to lasso from anywhere. To frame. So just using your arms, his arms, he was
Hmm.
framing by using the lasso
And
from
hmm.
anywhere. Even
Hmm.
inverted anyway. But that was fun to see. Um I was going to say Valdeva Jones Leering. I forgot now. But I wonder what when is oh I think that's what it was. Do you see about I can't remember his name right now, Bodino?
Odino.
Giancarlo. Giancarlo. Wave team.
For
Giancarlo, the Danaher's black belt.
yeah.
He blew his knee. He had to get surgery recently.
Mm.
I
No,
wonder I wonder how long if he'll be able to be ready for ADCC.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, with the knee injuries, but
Hmm.
how much time does he have?
I wonder. It depends. If it's a meniscus, 2-3 months maybe.
Okay.
ACL, other ligaments, that's a different story. You have eight
Hmm.
months recovery.
Oh,
And what is it was September? 7 months.
yeah. Full. That's yeah. That's
Really pushing it.
that is maybe.
Yeah. Another other team that I saw that he's competing. I think the 12th. 12th. What's next? UFC BJJ. Yes, 12th. Marigali coming back.
Oh yeah, I saw a recent post about him coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he's had lots of surgeries.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's in the hurling game.
He's in the what?
And her game, you get her all the time.
Yeah,
So it's possible you get a surgery, that many surgery.
yeah.
For a team
He
that roll all the time too, right?
for a team that's what?
Rolls all the time.
Right. Yeah, I mean that was interesting because I hadn't heard much about him for a while, and yeah, now he's competing. Uh,
Yeah.
that's exciting,
See how he returns.
right? Yeah. He was always, I mean, I really enjoyed watching him compete, although I don't love his attitude, but um, he really, you know, came out into the no-gi game and dominated.
Yeah. So it's
But
been Lou Griffith and Giancarlo that were holding the team
mhm,
since then because they were the most active.
right.
But I mean, Giancarlo's out now. Hopefully, he doesn't have the injury bug like Marigali for
Yeah. Yeah.
surgery. Because Giancarlo seems like one of those guys that is not as talented, but he is really skilled as far as a lot of position. He knows every position and what to do for from there.
Mhm,
And submissions how to get there. It might not be his forte, but he's able to always know how to defend it. One of those
right.
guys.
Right.
Because even Luke Griffith said he was having a hard time in camps against Giancarlo.
Interesting. Yeah.
And Giancarlo's not that big.
Right. Huh.
It was the saying, it's not size the dog in the fight, it's size the fight in the dog.
That's right.
You
That's
know
why
what?
they give extra points to the smaller dog.
Oh, that's right. The dog in them. Oh yeah, dude. It's sad that he has to do the sideline.
Yes. Yes.
Um, now speaking of injury, you see Rakhmov. I can't remember his name again. They took him off the ranking, 170. He was the interim champion. The guy that is from Kazakhstan. Can't remember his name right now. Rakhmanov, Shafka Rakhmanov. He fought against Michelle Gary for the interim title. And apparently, he did. There's this kick. Have you seen the oblique kick? It's a kick
Uh,
that you throw. You throw. Bring your knee up and you kick with the bottom of your foot on the side of somebody's knee. So as they plant it, it torques their knee.
yeah.
Ian Michelle Gary, he did that against him. And he blew his knee in the middle of the fight.
Mm,
He hasn't been back since.
wow.
Yeah,
That's ugh, that's hard to even. Mm,
yeah. He has been out since December 2024.
wow.
And he's undefeated.
Yeah.
The UFC took him off the ranking.
Wow.
Mhm.
Mm,
But one thing that I think it was Sean Shelby, talk about this coming year. I don't know if it has anything to do with the Paramount deal, but any fighter that's not active, they're gonna drop him from the roster.
I remember. Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Mm.
Uh, hopefully, I mean, I
I can hear you.
I don't know why I did that. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's a good move overall, just because you get certain fighters who get into high positions and then don't compete. I don't know if this is focused towards that or if it's, just culling the herd in general, but um, I think it could be a good thing,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you because also you have fighters that turn down fights. How many fighters? I think
True.
um yeah, you give it like, do you want this guy? Like, no, I don't want this guy. And then how long can you go into negotiation with somebody that's not willing to work? If you don't want to fight, be not getting paid. You having the roster just to be here, be another guy. If you want to be part of the UFC brand and not fight, we have a janitor position here. You can work in the PI.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's no problem. We can fix that for you, but you don't be in the roster. Just only
Yeah,
aspire for rank guy number 5 and no one to find anybody else.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, really, you're right. If somebody's turning down fight after fight after fight, yeah, there's no point in keeping them around.
Mm-hmm.
But
And well, fighting, I mean, fighters are letting go because due to injury. I don't think it's legal because I mean, even whenever you have a job, a business, somebody's on the injury or they're on their workers' comp, I don't think you can
that's
fire
true.
them. You can put it on
No,
light duty and things
no,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if the UFC is the same way because I think Dana White calls fighters they're not really employees; they're more like contractors because
Okay.
they don't directly pay for their camps or their coaches.
Mhm,
So to a certain extent, keeps the sport clean because it doesn't like a coach gets paid more on this than that, and they're able to sway fight one way because the organization is paying their coaches.
mhm,
So it's up to the fighters to decide who they fight, the camp, the strength conditioning. The only thing they help with is the nutritionist part, which makes sense just to make sure fighters make weight.
right, right.
But and um, but it would be messed up if they let him go because of injury.
That would, that would. Ah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. Um, I guess, yeah. I mean, does it depend on the extent of the injury? Because at a certain
Mhm,
point, if it's not something he's coming back from, they have to let him go.
mhm.
Um,
They probably remove him because he hasn't been competing in the rank.
right.
So probably they just move. I mean, Kai Kara France, they removed from ranking, but I don't know if he got let go from the UFC, or not. But it's
Yeah.
another guy that they removed from rankings recently.
Hmm.
It's a 125-pound fighter.
Yeah. Moving him from rankings makes a bit more sense to me.
Mhm,
Yeah, because you can't have him holding up the line there.
mhm.
Uh, Once they come back, sure, give them a chance, because if they were a ranked contender and the only reason they moved off is from injury, I could see him moving up pretty quick. But
Yeah.
yeah, clearing that out for, up and coming, not injured people, I think is a great idea.
Yeah, it seems like transparent too, because what are the chances the person that was ranked at number 1 will come back as number 1 rank after being a layoff for that long?
True. Yeah,
Because you don't want to have a number 1 rank and then go in there to get crushed by somebody on rank.
that's valid. Yeah. Yeah,
You
sort
know,
of what is bound to fail. That would
yeah,
not be.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It won't. It won't look good for the UFC ranking system.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Um, there have been a couple of fights that have been scratched recently for events. This past week, one of the main one, I saw another freaking funny story about the guy. I don't know if you've seen the guy making weight that he's trying to make weight and they put the current. And he put his arm on the current. He's supposed to fight 125. He waiting at 122. And they were like, that's weird. So they took it off, and then having weight on the scale, he was 129. He's like, what a fucking moron.
Oh my god.
How do you come in heavier once after you came out from a cutting weight?
Yeah.
Because you made weight. So they took him off the car.
Oh, dang.
Like, what an idiot. Cause, and then the guys are talking about, did he just do a DC? And
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
there's a DC trademark. No, I can't remember his name now. Um, he's one of the Australian guys. He has a face tattoo. People were saying RIP to the guy that was in Apocalypto because he looked like one of the guys from Apocalypto, the movie. He was in the prelims. Aaron Tau. That's his name. He's 11-1. That's embarrassing. Get his crash on 5 because he's being an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, if you do you think is the event itself, the organization, also the commission? Because the commissions, they're the ones that regulate the weight.
Hmm. I don't know. You mean who's like kicking him out?
Yeah, like who makes the final decision as far as crashing the fight? Because you see, they'll compromise sometimes. Somebody doesn't make weight. If their
Mhm,
opponent is able to agree to fight and take a percentage of his purse, they
mhm.
do it. But scratching the match altogether because they're making weight.
That's a good question. I don't know. I and maybe it depends on the commission as well. I mean,
Hmm.
like New York being very strict, maybe they wouldn't allow it,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, but totally, he's pissed off the organization. Like, no, send him home.
Yeah,
Send
yeah,
him- He's doing stuff like that. Don't let it happen. Another one was UFC 324. Was a fight that was crashed. Was between Michael Johnson and Hernandez. Did you see that fight? Is this within hours of the event? It was against Alexander Hernandez.
yeah,
This crashed that fight. It was the same instance as the guy. Remember they had betting conflict.
yeah.
Remember that
Right.
they said they had the same thing going on. I don't know if we talked about it last time.
Yeah, no, I don't think we did. I read about that though. Yeah, they. What was it? Did Dana get a tip?
Yeah,
And yeah,
because they have like a commission or like a governing or overlook body that kind of like they do. I can't remember now. It's Poly something.
okay,
They're sponsors for the UFC. They do like over unders as far as what they're the odds who's gonna win. And this, I think Alexander was a favorite, but there's a huge chunk of money being put on Michael Johnson before the
yeah,
fight. So they tip him off like, what's going on? Something's going on for them to tip the odds on them.
yeah,
So they like just crash it all together
yeah.
because they're under investigation by the FBI already.
Right. That's crazy. I really don't get it. Why would you do something like that now? I would think anybody who's trying to do that would be laying low,
Hmm.
but I guess, I mean, the money's got to be a temptation for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna get fired because the last one he got fired. Remember that fighter?
Right.
That's the thing. He did. So I'm not sure if this guy Hernandez. I remember he beat Chase Hooper back in August of last year.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen with him. Alexander Hernandez, the American serial killer. Apparently just killed his career because he was for sure win. The reason why that he was a heavy favorite because Michael Johnson is about to be 40 years old at
Oh,
155.
yeah. Huh.
So pushes it. I mean, it looks like the UFC is cracking down on that.
It does. Yeah, it really looks like they're trying to get that taken care
Mhm.
of.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you have to. Otherwise, you become really, the whole promotion becomes a joke. It's just,
Hmm.
not believable anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, a lot of other things going on.
Mhm,
Um, as far as illegal like mobs in organizations like that, you don't want those to be involved
mhm,
in the business,
mhm.
um, in the fighting game especially. And you don't want to water down either um like boxing issues that they're having.
Right.
Judges being sway. Saw the a fighter that was released by the UFC was, I don't remember, Paxi Mitch. He only had a couple of matches. He was really dominant in like Bellator. Um, he won a lot of finishes. He had a lot of. He looked like a really promising fighter,
Mhm.
and he only had two fights in the UFC against Mario Bautista, unanimous decision, and he had a split decision against Jacob Wicklex. In the UFC, they released him in January, which is crazy.
That is.
I want to say he's Tatiana Suarez's boyfriend, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He's engaged to her because she's a really good fighter. I think he's fought for the title recently against Sam Lee. She lost the decision,
Okay. Yeah.
but that's the only loss that she has her whole career.
Yeah.
She's 11-1. But it's one of those fighters that had a um injury bug. She gets injured a lot
Yep. Yep.
because before the Sam Lee fight, she was out for almost 2 years.
Oh, yeah. That's hard to come back from in the first place, but yeah,
Mhm.
that's mm,
And then she had another stretch between 2019 and 2023. She was out because of injury.
whoa. So she's yeah, those are long stretches.
Yeah. Also, she comes from the wrestling background.
Yeah.
I think if I can remember correctly, she had a lot of stop signs on the back of her wall. That means like winning US Opens and big tournaments here in the United States for freestyle wrestling.
Okay.
Um, so she won World Cup. No, she did silver in World Cup. She bronze in Tokyo and Moscow in World Championship. In 2007, 2008, she placed there silver and bronze in the Junior Championship as a wrestler.
Hmm.
So she's not be high level athlete, but
Mm.
injuries. Her own body is her own worst enemy. But
Yeah.
that sucks whenever you have athletes that are that good, but injuries.
Hmm. Hmm. It does. I don't know. It seems to be certain people too.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. It always makes you wonder. Like, is it nutrition? Is it training? Is it just plain genetics? Is that it?
Yeah.
But
They can
yeah.
be a mixture of all the stuff,
Hmm.
lifestyles too.
Hmm. Yeah. True.
Because there are people that have lifestyles that are like, for example, Carlos Pratt smoked during press conference and he had no problem getting injured.
Yeah.
Maravallish Billy has like 6 fights in 2 weekends. He has no problem getting injured.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you have other people like Cain Velasquez that fall off a freaking horse, tore his shoulder, hurt his back. Um, I don't know. And some people that you say is genetic too, possible. People that have fast twitch muscle, they're not able to do sports that are endurance. When
Hmm.
have you ever seen somebody's fast twitch muscle running a marathon?
Right.
They break down. They cannot sustain um that kind of workload
Hmm.
over a period of time. They all know sprinters and marathon runners, they are built different for the same way.
Yep.
But genetics also has something to do, a factor to
Hmm.
take into consideration.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's something that's really out of the control. Everybody's control.
Right.
You can get better move or better striking. But if you have a Cinderella glass shin, you get knocked out easily. Cannot fix that.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's well. Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
You only take one punch and just
Yeah.
be narcoleptic. That's boom. Yeah, it just depends. And then some people they're able to figure out their lifestyle,
Mhm.
be able to fix their sleep or because sleeping, partying, and stuff like that that's not good. Some of them, the famous, more famous they get, the more partying they do and things like
Hmm.
that. They see the point diminishing return rewards, and they're not worth it.
Right.
Um, some people they have to, and that's the thing that is weird about the sport is that the window for you to be good, to stay locked in, is the only time that you're able to be famous for. That seems that way because you're only as good as your last fight.
Hmm.
So which do you want to be? You want to be great in this sport, locked in, and enjoy your fame, how famous you are, or try to do both and you burn at both ends.
Yep.
That happened to Ronda Rousey taking all those roles
Hmm.
and movies, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of focus and a lot of time off everything else.
Hmm. You only have 24 hours a day.
Right.
Pick a lane.
Yeah.
I think Tyron Woodley had faced the same issue. He was a commentator. He's being a rapper, the endeavors that he was doing alone, and
Yeah.
his reign as a champion came to an end. Usman, the same thing. Kamaru Usman
Yeah.
is in Black Panther too. He's doing all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of acting really, but that has to take a lot of time off your hands.
Hmm.
But
Because you're in a different location than your regular gym.
right.
Gym with your partners, you can do strength conditioning maybe, but the skill board that you need to do in a mixed martial arts sport that is a multifaceted sport.
Right.
The finish you can finish anyway, different ways. It's hard to mimic that in a in a goals gym or like a global. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll see you practicing shadow boxing in Planet Fitness without the alarm going off.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Without them
The
kicking you
alarm
out.
lion. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Douchebag, douchebag. That's one thing you hear in there. The Yeah, I don't see. We have a douchebag on the bench press. Please get out of here.
Do they have a bench press?
I don't know. They have a bench press in there. I think they only have a box in there.
Yeah.
They have stool,
Yeah.
and they have to share between the other people. So they put it upside down, so all four of you sit on the same stool. That's to get use out of them.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they have in there. But yeah, it's hard to emulate that kind of training when you're
Mm.
trying. And then most of the time, I've heard actors. I think Joy Diaz talks about that. It's a lot of hurry up and wait. So you in your trailer just waiting for them to call you for
Yeah.
your part.
Yeah.
You know when they
There's
call
only
you.
so much shadow boxing you can do
Yeah.
before it starts really dropping its usefulness.
Yeah. And especially if you have to wear makeup and stuff like that. Because
That's true as well.
Black Panther, he had to wear a makeup and the costumes. So you cannot be shadowboxing and that stuff. You rip the costume and then you're like, hey, what the hell are you doing, man?
Yeah, right.
Makeup artists be pissed off. But yeah, it's hard to be good and be famous at the same time.
Yeah.
Also at the press too. They have that press obligations too. I forgot about that.
The press obligations?
Yeah, for example, they have a big fight coming up. They're going to New York. They have to
Mm.
go Today's Show. They go to go Good Morning America. They go
Hmm.
different shows that have like national TV. They go the ESPN, the Fox, the sports, whatever they go.
Hmm.
They have the obligation. They have to early in the morning too. Those are take consideration too. They have the media. That's part of their job now. The more famous they get, and the press obligation.
Yeah.
It's tedious, but it's part of their job.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I would hate that part.
Yeah.
The but I mean really it's an important part too, because that a lot of that does, grow people's name, their fame.
Hmm.
Um get some views. So yeah, it's important.
Yeah. Remember what Khabib said to Makhachev? If you hate all this, it's simple. Just lose. All this goes away.
Yeah.
You don't like it, just lose. You don't have to do it anymore.
You don't like the consequences of winning, just lose.
Yeah. Me and Makhachev was like, um, I can't remember which promotion they were in recently that they were introducing the welterweight champion of the UFC, and the cameraman was pointing at
I saw that shit. I saw that. That's crazy.
he was just like,
And he's like,
the camera over there. Like, dude, you have one job. Short hair, long beard. How hard is to pick out in the crowd?
Yeah.
That's oh man, the number one pound for pound UFC fighter and welterweight champion of the world. You can't pick him out. He could be was shaking his head like, what the hell, man?
That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything else for tonight. Anything else?
No, good here.
Okay. And you want to close it out?
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Give us a listen on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. Appreciate you giving us a listen. Give us a follow on Instagram. Let us know what you want to hear, what you like, what you didn't like. See you guys next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Mad Matters podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube so you never miss an episode. Drop us a review, share with your training partners, and keep rolling on and off the mat. Until next time, keep fighting, keep learning, keep growing.